I saw a post on Instagram the other day that claimed you could break padlocks with wrenches. And I gotta find out if this is true. So, we have an assortment of padlocks here, in order from easiest to crack to hardest to crack. And I guess we'll just start testing them and see how far we get. Test which methods actually work, which ones don't, and see if it's even possible at all. Let's get started. Starting off with the smallest and cheapest one, this cute little guy. I think this will be the easiest to crack. I could probably pull it apart with my bare hands. That's not true. Let's just get started. Lock it up and get rid of the key. Won't be needing that. My initial thought is just to take my two biggest wrenches and stick it just like this and pry the shackle outwards till it snaps. I can't get any leverage before they want to pull themselves out. So let's try some smaller ones. Something like that. That feels more like it. The thing is, the shorter the wrench, the less leverage I have pulling against it, so I kind of doubt that's gonna work. Am I doing this wrong? This doesn't seem like it would work at all. That's prying outwards on the shackle like this. That would never work because the wrench handles themselves aren't long enough to give any significant leverage. Maybe like this. Oh, did you see that? We actually cracked the body of the lock itself. See that crack right there? We actually cracked the body itself, but we're still locked. Okay. What if instead of prying like this, that seems much more promising. So we're actually applying force on the lock mechanism itself, which must be weaker than the shackle or the body. Yeah, that was way better. That broke it. Still not completely off though, hang on. Boom, lock one down. Okay, so after getting the technique right, that was remarkably easy. Let's move on to the combination lock, okay? Combination lock. Okay, let's try the same technique, see how fast we can do this. One in like that. Twist the lock. Might need a smaller wrench. No, actually I think this will work. Now let's switch them. Again, pulling the shackle apart from the body of the lock in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, that's so easy. Oh, look at that. Look at this right here. It actually broke the locking mechanism out from inside. Yeah, it snapped it right off. Wow. These combination locks are super weak. Jeez. This lock is actually the first lock I thought might give us some trouble because this is much, much heftier. If you look at the construction of this, it is solid, flat plates of steel stacked on top of each other. The body of this lock is incredibly strong. There's no way we can break the body of this lock. So the only way we're gonna get it open is if we're able to pry the shackle up. Again, shove it right in. The other one, oh, that one fits way better. Ooh, I'm worried this might actually break one of my wrenches. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that's way harder. I don't know about this one, fellas. Not sure if we'll be able to get into this lock, but I did find an even better way. Instead of putting your lever like this, if you flip it around to the closed end of the wrench and stick that right there, it gives you a very, much more solid platform, and the way it's sitting gives you more leverage, more space to haul on it. So maybe, gosh, that's still, I need longer levers or bigger muscles. Okay, I'm gonna find some longer levers. Okay, I have made my wrenches longer. Don't look at it too closely, it's kind of dumb. I basically just pipe clamped them together. Not sure if those pipe clamps are gonna be strong enough, but if they are, then I will have some more leverage and this might be possible. Given enough leverage, I think this would have to work. All right, 3, 2, 1. It's working so far. Ugh. Wow, that is a very, very strong lock. This is a good sponsorship for Master Lock. Ugh. This is not budging. Okay. Hallelujah. Good grief. Well, so the wrenches work very, very well on weaker and smaller locks. But once you get into anything this size, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. This one is a completely different design. It's got this circular shackle that rotates into place. I'm curious to try this one. I don't know if that would make it easier or harder to break. We'll try that one in a moment. Go ahead and throw that on there. This one's an interesting design. I'm actually not sure I'm gonna be able to fit wrenches in there. Okay. The thing is, I can't just pry downwards on this because the screws holding the actual latch to the wood are not strong enough and they would break before the lock would. That's probably what you'd find on most padlock situations. I mean, the design of this lock, it's meant to have such a small opening that you're not able to get a pair of bolt cutters in there. So it is achieving its purpose. Won't be able to fit bolt cutters or wrenches in there. There's no position I can actually wrench against the shackle. I'm actually trying to push the two sides of the body apart like this, and that's just not gonna happen. Myth busted, I suppose. You can use wrenches to break smaller locks, smaller, cheaper ones, very, very easy, no problem, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But anything larger, it's just too much. Maybe if you were a much, much stronger person, you would have enough force with a wrench. But even tying two wrenches together, I still didn't have enough leverage. I think the wrench itself is weaker than the shackle at that point, and it's gonna bend the wrench more than it's gonna break the lock. Well, hopefully you learned something today. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let the random happen. See you next time. That was awesome. Man. Doubt that's gonna work. Am I doing this wrong? This doesn't seem like it would work at all.